With us now is Congressman Jake Auchincloss, a Democrat from Massachusetts. He's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran and commanded infantry in Afghanistan. Congressman, good to see you tonight. I think you heard just Jim's reporting right there. What's your reaction to it? The idea that 50% in intelligence assessment says of Iran's missile launchers are still intact.
John, good evening. Thanks for having me back on. Iran is undeterred, and China is more powerful. Russia is richer. NATO is weaker. And Americans are less safe and more isolated. This has been Operation Epic Failure, and this president owns it in entirety. There have been presidents in the past, John, that have started wars that they've had to hand off to their successors. There have been presidents in the past that have had to end ingloriously wars that were not working. But Donald Trump is going to be the only president in American history to single-handedly start and lose a war.
Specifically this reporting, if the United States and Israel have been at this for a month and half of the missile launching capability still remains, half of the one-way drones are still intact, what does that tell you?
It tells me that intelligence assessments were probably haphazard, but it also, candidly, John, is not the right question to be asking, because the nature of strategic contests right now are not about operational kinetics. It's not about, can the United States blow up more stuff than its enemy? It can. I'll tell you that right now. The question is, where are the strategic choke points in a networked economy globally? And the problem this president and this administration has is they have consistently misunderstood how to navigate a networked world. So last year he picked a trade war with China. China won it because they were able to seize the choke point of critical minerals in a networked economy. This year, the president picked a fight with Iran. Iran is winning it because it was able to seize the choke point of the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of the world's oil transits. And ironically, the president has also gone weak on Russia by failing to seize choke points on oil exports that would weaken Russia. So 3 times now, this president has been outflanked and defeated by misunderstanding the nature of choke points in a networked world. And he's making Americans less safe and poorer because of it.
The president gave a speech to the nation last night on Iran. What did it clarify to you, if anything, about his objectives in this war?
Nothing. The president is trying to cover his tracks on a strategic failure, claiming that there is regime change because we've replaced an 86-year-old terrorist hardliner with a 56-year-old terrorist hardliner, claiming that somehow Iran has been deterred from ballistic or nuclear power projection. Meanwhile, he's frantically dialing 911 in the form of paratroopers and the Marine Expeditionary Units. And what Congress needs to do in the face of this strategic incompetence is prevent the deployment of ground forces on any of the islands or the shoreline around the Strait of Hormuz. Because if this president deploys these Marines or paratroopers to seize these islands, they'll take them, but then after 15 to 30 days, they're going to need reinforcement and resupply, and we are in a boots-on-the-ground quagmire for the 3rd time in the 21st century. The American public is exhausted by these failed forever wars. They don't want them. They want us investing here in the United States. They want us working with our allies, and instead this president is berating NATO, making it weaker, and he's strengthening our adversaries in China, Russia, and Iran.